How to find and explain the location and destination of Tarshish in Jonah. Where was Tarshish? Um, I have asked two questions. How much did Jonah want to run away from God, and why didn't Jonah just wake God and just go to Nineveh instead of going to Joppa and Tarshish? There is an illustration of Jonah going to Joppa, which is the way that is opposite from Nineveh, and I have prepared a verse in this slide. It's the book of Jonah in the first chapter. Jonah flees from the Lord. The word of the Lord came to Jonah, son of the mighty. Go to this great city of Nineveh and preach against it, because its wickedness has come up before me. But Jonah ran away from the Lord and headed for Tarshish. He went down to Joppa, where he found a ship bound for that port. After paying the fare, he went aboard and sailed for Tarshish to flee from the Lord. Tarshish in other places of the Bible. 2 Chronicles 9:21. For the king's ship went to Tarshish with the servants of Hiram. Every 3 years once came the ships of Tarshish, bringing gold and silver, ivory, and apes and peacocks. Psalms 72:10. The kings of Tarshish and the isles shall bring presents. The Tarshish was in the coast in the side of this passage because it talks about the isle part, and if you're in the isle, you're probably near the water. And Ezekiel 27:12 is Tarshish was thy merchant by reason of all multitude of all kind of riches, with silver, iron, tin, and lead they traded in thy fairs. Jeremiah 10:9, silver spread into plates is from Tarshish, and something else that isn't related to Tarshish. And for last, Jonah. But Jonah rose up to flee unto Tarshish from the presence of the Lord, and went down to Joppa. And he found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fare thereof, and went down into it, to go with them unto Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. And all these verses are King James Version. And since it was talking about the coast, I had found a picture of Spain, and Spain is a map of Spain. I connected the dots to show you that the Bible was probably talking somewhere here. Not only it's the place that I made a line, but it may be the other side too. So this was maybe an evidence. And one of the main points that I wanted to pick out from all these verses was that Tarshish was really rich, like they had plentiful goods. So like in the 2 Chronicles it talks about they brought gold, silver, ivory, and apes and peacocks. And in some they talked about the kings of Tarshish should bring presents of, I think the presents were meaning gold and silver and something like those. And Ezekiel was talking about Tarshish was a merchant by reason of multitude of all kind of riches. So they're talking about silver, iron, tin, and lead. In Jeremiah, it says silver spread into plates is brought from Tarshish. So they're talking about some all goods that are coming from Tarshish. So these evidence show that they had a lot of ivory and like tin and like lead and iron, ivory, apes and peacocks. So they were really rich in these passages. Evidence modern day Tarshish. Mostly these facts are from the website that I cited on the bottom, and Tarshish means the sea coast. And although some believe Tarshish was in Spain or the east part of India. So I have a map of Spain over here and a map of India. And during Solomon's reign, Tarshish was mentioned as the first port city in the Bible. There is really no archaeological evidence, and this was how to find and explain the location and destination in Jonah. Thank you for watching.